Hey there guys, Next Gen Strike here, back again for another comic book review, and today we're going to be doing Shazam, New 52, and this is it, Shazam, which has Justice League issue 0, and it also has all the stuff cut from Justice League, I believe 7 through however long it took them to do all the Shazam stuff. Basically, all the Shazam stuff from the Justice League New 52, if you didn't get the individual issues, because if you know, volumes 2 and 3 of Justice League gutted out the Shazam stuff so that they could put it in this book, which I think is stupid, and I think that that's kind of a ripoff. But I can also kind of see why they did it, because solely Shazam right here. And I can honestly say, very, very good stuff. Now, of course, this is the retelling of Captain Marvel / Shazam, but he is Shazam now, so please no more "he is Captain Marvel" comments on my videos. It's getting annoying. A few people do that, but it's just irritating when they're like, "Oh, you're wrong, it's Captain Marvel." It's Shazam. It's Shazam. But this is the retelling of his origin, Billy Batson. I believe they made him a little bit older now than he used to be. He's a bit of a punk now. And it goes through his story of him, you know, not accepting the other orphans and being a rough kid. But it still shows that in the end, he is still a good-hearted kid. He just makes mistakes. So I can understand where they were going with this, and I think it did pay off. Because I knew from the beginning what they were trying to do when they said he was going to be a punk this time, as opposed to just being a nice kid. The whole point of this was to say he's coming from this angle of just being, you know, this punk kid that annoys everyone and no one likes, to being a hero. It was supposed to be a transition, and that's what this book does. It transitions that very, very nicely. Now, does that mean that he's an angel by the end of this? No, but he definitely learns his lesson. He starts to learn more responsibility, and I think he's starting to get it. Now, of course, he's not going to be perfectly mature or adult because he's still a kid, and Captain Marvel / Shazam is never supposed to be that way. So, there you go. But I think the story involved around all this, you know, the 7 sins of man and just all this other stuff. I think the villains are really cool. I think the story's really cool. I like all the orphan kids. I like the orphan story. I think it's very relatable, and how he still even defends them even though he makes fun of them all the time. And I think that when they show his powers, it's really authentic. You can feel it, like, oh, this is what a kid would be like. When he gets powers, he wouldn't know what to do with it. He would use it to get money, or he'd use it just to show off or whatever. And I think it was overall a really good story. If you've enjoyed the Justice League stuff, you would highly enjoy this. I know some comic book, well, not comic book purists, but more or less the big Captain Marvel fans from the old 52 have taken issue with this. But I think it's definitely worth reading, and I think it's really nice. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And it is very important to read this if you're keeping up with Justice League, because if you know Trinity War, Forever Evil, all that, the Shazam stuff is important. So you need to know what's going on with Shazam. You have to. You have to know. Because it plays off of Trinity War, and it continues on to Forever Evil, and Shazam is going to be in the Justice League. So to know what's all about him, you really need to read this. And it's definitely worth reading. It's worth it. The art's great, story's great, and I really enjoyed it. So that's all I had for now. So, thumbs up if you like, subscribe if you like, and comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And oh, yes, one more thing. I almost forgot to show you guys art from the book. There we go. It's Gary Frank's art, so if you know him, you know what to expect. Pretty good stuff. So anyway, that's all I had for now. Catch you guys later.